So guys, here at the sorority house, we have a suggestion page where the girls can put down different ideas of things they would like me to try to cook for the house. And somebody suggested Italian wedding soup. So here we go. We're making Italian wedding soup and we're doing homemade meatballs. I got ground beef and pork sausage. I'm going to add some salt, cracked pepper, and a big old heaping tablespoon of garlic and some Italian seasoning. Now we're going to set that aside, and guys, we're going to make a panade. All right, so the eggs I'm just going to start with. The panade is actually like a milk and bread mixture, and I'm using almond milk because I want to keep this dairy-free. I'm also using a gluten-free bread. So basically, we're going to take our eggs, our milk, and our bread, and we're going to put them all in this dish, and we're going to let that bread soften. Now, this is going to be our binder. This is going to help hold our meatballs together. And another thing it does is it adds moisture to our meatballs, so they're not these dry little hard balls. All right, so we get the bread all broke up. Grab yourself a little spoon or a fork or something and just give that a nice stir. And as it sits for a minute or two, the bread will soften and you stir it again. It's eventually going to kind of form this pasty sort of consistency. We're just going to pour that right in over all that meat and those spices. We start mixing. Just keep mixing. Get it all thoroughly blended. We don't want any pockets of spices or bread or anything like that. All right, guys, grab yourself a pan. You don't need any oil. There's enough fat in these meatballs. I use a little water on my gloves. That way I don't get too sticky. We're just going to start making some little meatballs. Go ahead and get them. This takes a few minutes. Set yourself a little time in the afternoon or the early morning if you're going to do this for lunch. Just start making these balls. I actually did 2 pans worth, guys. So we're cooking for about 20 people today. So meatballs are just about done. We just want to brown those on each side. Get a nice caramelization. That's going to add great flavor. We're going to set those aside. And we're going to start making this soup. I'm going to get out my big pan. We're going to start this with olive oil, guys. Throw in our veggies. It's a mirepoix. It's carrot, celery, and onion. We're going to move those around and let them start softening. Our seasoning is kosher salt, black pepper. Get a nice sprinkling. Go ahead and just mix that around a little bit. We don't want this to brown or burn. We're just going to kind of start softening it up, and we'll add those meatballs right into there. Give that a little stir. We're going to let all these flavors down there, all going to start coming together. At this point, we're going to go ahead and add in our broth. We're using a chicken broth or chicken stock, whatever you want to use. Throw it in there. And guys, the soup is just about done. We're going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Let all those flavors marry. Then we go in with our fresh chopped spinach. We give that a quick stir. And you're going to do some pasta, a real small pasta. I'm using orzo. I think it works really well in this soup. But that's it, guys. Bring it to one final simmer for 1 minute, and that's ready. You don't want to cook this anymore. That's perfect. Your spinach is wilted, but it stayed green. Your pasta's perfectly cooked. Grab yourself a bowl, man. Just get in there and enjoy. Let's try this broth first. It should have all the flavor of those meatballs, that kind of charred flavor, the veggies. It's got a nice broth, I could tell. It's just absolutely perfect. And when I go for the meatball, it's soft and tender and just bursting with flavor. What a great soup. What a treat. Cheers, everyone.